this whole story is so there's so many different ways to look at it, and I'm thinking of all the different ways to look at it, and it's hard for me to like feel one particular kind of way, because like on the reason being, on one side I understand Frolova's struggle, on the other hand I understand Rover's decision, and because I feel both of them at the same time, it kind of like conflicts, and it's actually quite like a conflicting feeling. So I don't feel like overwhelmingly sad because I rationalize it with like Rover's perspective at the same time. So I don't, it's a very conflicting feeling. It's not easy. Like I understand Frolova's point of view on her perspective, and given her context, she did feel that kind of betrayal, and in the end it's conflicting because Rover never came, right, in a way. But Rover was also the one to tell her there's always another path. And in the end, she used Rover's advice to find a path that worked for her. And she kind of got what she wanted in the end, right? Because of Rover. So whether or not she feels failed by Rover, he was still needed for her to find this path that she needed.
This is a testament to my connection with the world
we could
around
say
me.
that he failed her, but without him, she wouldn't have gotten the path that she kind of wanted to.
Everything I've experienced.
And on
this
Rover's
journey.
point of view, he eventually kind of gave her what she wanted, in a way. He ended up kind of giving her what she wanted. But at the same time, he understands the things Frolova has done goes against his ideal of humanity, but he still gave her what she wanted. And you have to understand that like he lost his memories. So if you're essentially like a new person, can you be responsible for the sins of your past that you don't have anymore? You know, it's complicated. So yes, we could say that like Rover is like dumb and stupid in that moment because, you know, we feel a certain way, but it's so much more complicated because Rover only knows what he knows now. But there's a truth to what like Frolova says of like, hey,
and it's very much
are you more human than I, the one who doesn't understand, the one who cannot die, the one that doesn't understand death, the one who chooses to be selfish by resetting your memories and forgetting all the connections you made? You say the connections make you human, yet you choose to forgo them every time. What does that make you? It opens up a lot of questions. So there's like 4 different perspectives to look at this whole story. And I think that's what makes this so great. I think that's what makes this so great, because there's so many things happening. There's so many things happening. Isn't being selfish a very human thing to do? It is. I think every human and person is selfish. 10 out of 10 story. Honestly, I'm sad that she's basically dead, but the story was good. I'm kind of not sad that she's dead because she wanted to die.
And it's very
Let's be honest. She at this point she always wanted to die.
I've experienced on this journey.
Yeah, she's alive. She's quote unquote dead, but she's where she always wanted to be. So in the end, it's kind of like perfect for her. Yeah, that is also true. You could say as Rover has to give up people that he loved, maybe in order to find a new path. That's also like sad for him.
This is a testament to my connection with the world around me.
It's double-edged, right? That's what I mean. There's no like right or wrong. Everything is kind of gray. It's like at the same time, it's selfish for him to give up the connections that he's made with others and how that makes them feel. But he also has to give up how he feels about them. But you could also say, but you know, in the next Rover, in his next iteration, he knows he'll end up finding them again and feel certain ways. So does he ever truly lose that? But the people who have to keep like doing it over and over again, they lose something. It's very complicated. It's very complicated. It's very, I think anyone who tries to take this story one way or the other and say, no, this is the way that's supposed to be and this is how this person's character is, I think it's just gonna write themselves into a grave. I think there's so many perspectives to see this from, and I think that's really cool. I think it's very cool. In the end, Rover did not apologize. He broke the promise, made her like that, and killed her too, which is so messed up.
Huh.
I do think in the end, Rover was very cold. I think that is a given. Rover was extremely cold at the end of it, no matter how you think or feel. And that is... yeah. Read her flower baton. Where is it? Do we end up holding it? At the end? Where do we... last page? Oh. This? A residual fragment of Flolova's forte, though not nearly as strong as her baton, it remains just sufficient for orchestrating. This? As the blade drove through her chest, everything around her fell silent. Her body was flung away, light as a fallen petal. Tears and the blood bloomed into flowers unnoticed. In their midst, a melody whispered, softly and wistfully, of loss and regrets sunken beneath the sea. Yeah, Rover stabbed her. Rover did it. He stabbed her. I feel like the main villain is like definitely the Grand Architect, right? He's the one who kind of pushed her into madness. I feel like he's the actual like villain in that situation, because without him she wouldn't have gone on this obsessive tirade over and over again, right? So he's like, we could all say Rover did this to her, but really it's not. In a way, it really is the Grand Architect who pushed her and pushed her into this chaotic spiral. And he is something. I think Rover is an unfortunate byproduct of being entwined in this, but I don't think it's like solely his responsibility. I also want to know why that calamity happened. Right? Like why, how did that appear? Like how it's like, who orchestrated that? The meteor is random, but is it? Is it? Or was that controlled and manipulated and made by someone? That's the question that I have. Because that's really what started everything. That's what started everything. It's lament probably, but it's so coincidental. It's so coincidental that a lament would happen at the opportunity, just enough to have the Grand Architect come along and be like, your power is so interesting, I now want to use you through my own. Like, it's too coincidental, no? He's called the Grand Architect for a reason. Is he able to architect these calamities? If Christophora can manipulate reality, what the fuck can the Grand Architect do? Right? Christophora already has the ability to somehow create realities. So the Grand Architect, what do architects do? They create, they build. The Fraxidus is about manipulating, reality bending, distorting time, distorting like humans. Maybe the Grand Architect is someone who's able to architect the laments, and that's why he's the head of the Fraxidus, because you need lament to bring about Threnodians. Like, how? He's the one who's able to. He's a master manipulator. Maybe he's able to manipulate.
It's very much my companion now.
Everything to happen. Like there's so.
Everything
Maybe he could also. Bro, there's so many things that can happen. There's so many. I have so many thoughts. I have so many thoughts. That Grand Architect, I'm telling you, he knows. I think he's kind of like Rover, where he's able to like maybe go through time in some way. He's been on these loops too. He knows who to talk to. He knows who to interact with. He knows who to manipulate. Exactly. I think they're parallels. I think the Grand Architect and Rover are like parallels of each other in some way. That would make so much sense. Like it would just make so much sense. We know he's a shapeshifter. That's what I think. That's what I think. The Grand Architect was I don't think the Grand Architect is like passed over. I think either they're like parallels of people that like know each other in some way, and they're parallels, or like it could be like they keep crossing each other's paths on the same, like if time is looping, then maybe some weird time loop where they can interact and meet. It's very interesting, right? I don't know. Obviously we need more information, but I have, yeah. It's like it's so. But he seems to be able to completely manipulate like energy and make things happen. I think his name gives it away, right? The Grand Architect. The creator of laments. It fits so well into the Fraxidus and what they need and desire, and the Threnodians and their powers. Like, it just fits. For me. Bro, this patch has opened up so many questions I have about like the lore and the story, and like, bro, I just want to yap. I just want to talk about it. Bro, I have so many feelings.
This is a testament to my connection with the world around me.
Sorry, I feel like I'm just like I'm like autistic rambling now. I'm so sorry. It could be right. What if Rover is the shapeshifter though? That would have been interesting. Maybe. I feel like that's too obvious though. I kind of feel like, oh, Rover is actually the Grand Architect would be like a really shitty reveal, and I thought it would be way too obvious in a way that I would actually be disappointed if that was the case. I would much rather them be separate. I would much rather them be separate. Bro, this is bro, I'm so 2.2 is short patch, but 2.5 is short patch, but it's peak. Coincidence? I think not. What if the Grand Architect is the woman from the start? Maybe. Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? The Grand Architect is the last boss or something? I don't know. Who knows? Because Wuwa got China's scientific rewards for its writing. I believe it's going to time, space, dimension theory. I think Wuwa has a lot of ties to like sci-fi as well as fantasy, and I think that makes it very interesting. Like, for example, like in the 1.0 patches, we learn about time and how gravity is so important to how things work in this world. And as we all know, gravity and time are like related, you know. If you change gravity in one place, you also change like space-time in another. So you have like sci-fi aspects of like they're already playing around with those time concepts, and here we have like manipulation and calamities and these big things that you get from like fantasies. It's like they're opening the scope so much like the way that they've written this story, they've opened so many possibilities with the way that the world actually works, right? That they've planted so many seeds of how things work in this world, and I'm interested to see where they go with it. And that's good. Giving them, the writers, more options to do cool things is cool. I feel this is no longer just about like Sentinel. This is what this patch has done for me. It's no longer just about Sentinels and Threnodians that we've kind of maybe getting a bit tired of. We're seeing more of the Fraxidus, seeing more of the bigger cast at large, but also seeing that it's not just good and bad. Like morally gray has always been like Frolova, and now it's kind of like everything. It's way more. It's opened the world up. It's opened the world up, and I kind of said from 2.4 that this was probably going to happen. We're gonna see the writers expand more on the world building, and I really feel like 2.5 is the world building patch. This has opened up so many more theories. Like the meteor fucking thing alone is a lot. Alone is a lot. We might have to fight the Threnodian 4 times since Christopher left with the gem. Probably. I kind of feel like it's less going to be we fight the Threnodian again, and more so they're going to use the Threnodian power. I believe they're collecting Threnodian powers. That's how I feel. Because imagine if you collect all the Threnodian powers, like the Leviathan has the ability to merge things, for example. What was the other Threnodian's power? I forgot. Can someone remind me? I kind of forgot. Time. That wasn't the Threnodian. That wasn't the Threnodian. That was the Sentinel, right?
This is a testament to my connection
Overthrow. The Threnodian of war.
And it's very much my companion now.
Okay.
Bearing witness to everything I've experienced on this journey.
Time is you 8. Yeah, that's a Sentinel. Do you think 2.6 will summarize Renacita? No, I don't think it will. I think we're doing what friend Rico said, and we're going back to Septimont for 2.6. He needs us there. There's something else to do, so we're probably going back to Septimont in 2.6, do something not as major. I feel like 2.6 is going to be the true filler, where it's like we have like a task to do there or something. This is a testament
to my connection with the world around me, and it's very much my companion now, bearing witness to everything I think friend Rico on this journey.
Overthreats can mess up time and make everything exist all at the same time, so you could basically end up with fighting a 2,000 year like just with the present war. Yeah, it's the Threnodian powers together are like insane. That's what's happening, I feel like. And also, like, let's not forget friend Rico. Friend Rico had a crazy arc. I think we all kind of knew. I think it was kind of obvious that he was being manipulated by the Threnodian. Right? I kind of got that impression. It was like kind of obvious. Even from his like lore at the beginning, it's like it clearly he was devoted to what he was doing, but kind of went along the wrong path. And it's kind of, why would he suddenly do that if it's not for the manipulation of the Threnodian? That's not his fault. It was always a bit obvious. And after the Mia situation, it's kind of like, okay, we've seen this, right? I liked the way they handled him. I kind of didn't feel like he was Chad enough, though. Yeah, I kind of feel like he wasn't Chad enough, but like I liked what they ended up doing, and in the end he was like, well, fuck me, I guess I better stay here now, you know, and deal with the mess that I've kind of like helped to make. And even despite him being manipulated, he still left resources in his way. That's why they got transported to like the port key, as I call it, the terminal, right? So it could be used for Napoli. When will you do the Changli cosplay? You said you would do it at the end of May. Well, good news about that is I've got a new camera now, which I set up the other day, so based. At least he did something. Yeah. We were wrong all along about Shinriko. I don't think we were like wrong. I think a lot of us knew that it wasn't so black and white. That's the whole thing about all of this story. That's the whole thing about all the story. It's not black and white. It's not black and white, and that's literally the whole point of all of this. So I think that's kind of a W. Yeah, I think that's a W, so... yeah. That's how I feel. What would I rate the story out of 10? Your take is perfect for a video. Please upload to YouTube so I can explain to these people. I'm gonna upload this full story playthrough to YouTube, and I'll probably separately cut out my thoughts at the end, and that will be a separate video. I think that'll be a separate video as well. Is there anything else I need to do here before I wrap this up for my video? Is there anything else? Go to dock? Here? In this place? Go to the well downhill. What? I can't go to a dock. Where do I go? Oh, we got the violin. The after story quest? That's the wrong one. Oh, that's the booling one. Oh, fuck me. This one? Oh my god. Oh my god, stop. Oh my god, stop. Holy shit. Holy shit, River.
No one's been affected. Yes, no worries. Leave the rest to me.
Zanny, why are you here?
Ah, it's you. What a coincidence. A short yet violent quake hit Raguna not long ago. We still don't know the cause, but we're checking for casualties. Fortunately, the damage seems minimal. That explains the commotion. I didn't expect the Order to have a research facility hidden deep underwater. Sounds like a whole mess to clean up there. I'll report everything to Miss Carlotta. With the common echoes involved, the families, the Order, no, the entire city will need to unite.
Yeah, because Federico's fucking dead. Kinda. How do we break the news to the people?
Thank you for bringing this information to us.
Bruh, it's a lot of... Bro, what are they gonna... Bro, the Ridicetans thrive upon, like, order and stuff like that. So what are they gonna do now that the Primus is, like, gone? Wait, is Peeb gonna be the... Wait, sorry. Hold up. I'm cooking. Make Peeb the Primus... Make Peeb the Primus...
That is true. The Order should make the right choice here.
Make her the Primus...
But that's not something I need to worry about at my pay grade. If the situation in Septimont is still unclear, you should go there first. Don't worry about us. Raguna will be fine.
Oh my god. They have to make Peeb Primus, right? Somehow. I don't know how the fuck they do that,
Finally. We've been trying to reach you, but we kept losing the connection. Are you all right?
Well, you couldn't reach me? It must have been due to the chaotic frequencies of the seabed. Relax. I'm fine.
That's a relief. You mentioned the seabed. Have you discovered anything?
Yes, and I have something to say to Cartathea.
You were right. The Thenodian's power at the seabed came from Mia.
Yep.
It crystallized within a gem, luring Fenrico to open a rift for the dark tide to seep through. It tried to escape back into the tide to merge with the remaining Thenodian power to grow stronger.
You mean the Thenodian's gem caused the dark tide? But we didn't detect any anomalous frequencies in Renacida.
That's the very anomaly we're investigating.
That's strange. The dark tide at the seabed. It's different from what I've seen before. In Raguna, it always came from the sky.
Sentinel, Thenodian, Sky, Pegasus, Leviathan, fitting, right?
Could you describe the dark tide you encountered in more detail?
Crack in a shattered crystal.
I see. I'll need some time to think it through.
Sure. I'm heading to Septimont to follow the clues Fenrico left behind.
Please take care of yourself. We'll keep you updated with any developments.
Is that it? Are we done? Go back to the afterlife and find Pia in the other dock. Is it that important? Is it that important? How do I even go back to the afterlife? How do I even go back? How does one even go back? How do I even go back? This? This? Oh, pier on a pier. You look like the Grand Architect, what he shapeshifted into. That's interesting. Headway with her work. Are we getting back to the real world? A friend of hers, or one of the researchers she works with, she'll look at me like you out here. You could travel between the two realms. You must be powerful. Truth is, we're all counting on her. She must be worn clean out by now. It'd be good if she had someone to share the load. Someone. That's, bro. This is actually kind of fucking sad because all these people, they still think they're going to like leave here and live. That's fucking sad. Wait, that's so fucking sad. Oh my god. Oh, they still think they're gonna leave. Oh. That means Filova's still gonna feel guilty the whole time that she's here. god. Oh, they're just trapped here. These people are exactly how Frolova felt with Rover. That's the consequences of her actions. This is Frolova having to deal with the consequences of her actions of siding with the architect. This is not the perfect peace she wanted. This is the consequence of her doing. This is what you get. This is what you get. Brand said that he wants to see Frolova actually die at some point in the future. I think this is like worse than death. I feel this is worse than death. Being trapped in this place of your own making, led by your own obsession, from your choices to side with that architect. Subjugating yourself and the people you loved into this limbo forever is literally a fate worse than death. It can't get any worse. This is... It's a fate worse than death, but still leaves an option for future storytelling to somehow maybe include her again someday. I kind of like it. I think it's very fitting. I think it's fitting. Maybe she won't be as powerful as she was, but she could come back. Like there's all the chance of like a quote-unquote redemption story in some way, if they ever chose to go down that route. But I like the way this is for now. She's lamenting Rover. She's lamenting Rover, but we'll see for now. But we'll see what the future has, you know. The devs have a lot they could do with the story. She truly can't die though, being a tacit discord and all. Yeah, she suffers a similar thing to Rover. The irony. I feel very satisfied with this story. If she leaves, the sphere will be destroyed and lose everything. That's why she can't leave. But maybe she will. Maybe she'll end up finding something that's worth leaving for eventually. Because this is futile. What she's doing here and staying here is putting people in a futile limbo. And it gives credence. Maybe something could change her mind in the future, right? That's big enough of a reason for her to leave. And finally give up on her like desire, knowing that it's futile. So you never know. That would have a very powerful impact if they did. How powerful would that be? Something so strong is convincing Frolova to leave would be insane. Like that would be an oh my god what the fuck moment in a story. She's actually stepping out of her sonorosphere. That would be a huge reveal moment in a story in the future. Yeah, there's so much. I think if I were to give a rating, I don't think I can. I don't think I can give a rating. It's just like... I think it's so well written. No other patch has made me think about the overarching story more than this patch. I'd have to give like maybe like a 9. I had purely for like the world building, I have to give it like a 9. Do I think it's better than 2.2? 2.2 just emotionally hit me for like other reasons. Like that made me 2.2 made me way more emotional, but 2.5 has made me way more invested. Does that make sense?
Bearing witness.
So I like them equally, but for different reasons.
On this journey.
For different reasons. Oh, thank you for the bits, brother. Different flavor, both is good. Yeah, like, they're both good, but for different. 2.2 made me emotional. 2.5 has made me so locked in. Alright. Oh my god. I'm kind of like, I feel kind of like emotionally exhausted. I feel emotionally exhausted, guys. I'm be so honest. I'm very, very emotionally exhausted. Yeah. I'm feeling very emotionally exhausted, so because of that, I'm going to wrap things up here. I appreciate y'all. If you're watching this on YouTube, remember to like, comment, and subscribe, okay? I might have some yap fests upcoming about the story and everything like that. This was really, really fun. This was very, very fun. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. And make sure to like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you on the next one. Peace.